Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, and today we are going to be disassembling this ASUS ROG Ally 7-inch. So let's get started. So we're going to put this here just so we can make sure we don't scratch the screen, put it upside down. And if you haven't yet watched our unboxing video on this model, click on the link right here below, or click on the link somewhere on this page, on the screen, and that'll show you the unboxing video. And for now, let's get started. So this is a disassembly of this ASUS ROG Ally. So this is going to be a disassembly. There are some Phillips screws here. I'm going to go ahead and, oop, that does not sound good. Wow, these are very long screws. Oh my God. Oh, given this is a very thick model, so I'm not that surprised. Oh, this is one of the screws that you can't pull out. Okay, so the bottom screw you can't pull out. Took a year to remove. Okay, so clearly it starts to open from the bottom, from that screw. That allows you to use a pick. I'm a big fan of companies using that type of screw, so that way you don't have to use a razor blade. So just pop it open. We'll pop this side, put it on its side, and pop that. And do we have any screws on top? No, we don't. Wow, comes off very easily. That's it? Oh, okay. Oh, it's just making it very easy to open, upgrade, play with. Okay, very good, ASUS. I like it. Repairability is pretty nice for now. Yeah, these are the two fans that we have. What we need to do here is find the battery and unplug immediately. And I'm going to assume this is the battery right there. Okay, all right, so now that we've unplugged this battery, I want to go ahead and remove this plastic cover so we can get a better look. And of course, ASUS and like almost every other manufacturer adds these stupid stickers right there and right here. I like to see if I can remove them without damaging the sticker, because they're sneaky like that. Huh, look at that. That's crazy. I've never done that before. I removed it without damaging the sticker. Sneaky. Can I do it on this one? Really not that hard apparently. Wow. I did it on this one too. That is crazy. All right, so this is right here the NVMe N.2. Okay, so now that we remove these stickers, we can see what we have here. We've got these two fans. This right here is the very large battery. And let's see if we can remove this cable. These are for the Joy-Cons. That's the speaker, and this is the second speaker. And this is the AMD Z1 Extreme CPU, and that's the cable. I'm not sure what that cable's for. This cable I'm going to assume it's for these buttons. Yeah, it's probably for those buttons. So let's start disassembling. We'll go and start off here on the left side. We'll just slide that off, and then we'll unscrew these. This is the right Joy-Con that we're currently disassembling. Just like that, yes. And that's the speaker that we just unplugged. And let's unplug this. And that is how you remove the left Joy-Con. So this was the right analog of the gaming console. Pretty nice. This is how you replace it if need be. It is also modular, meaning you could go ahead and replace the actual analog stick. That's very good. In terms of repairability, that's good job ASUS, and I give them a huge thumbs up for that. Good job, guys. All right, let's go ahead and remove the left analog stick as well. Let's put that tape aside. I'll go ahead and pop this open. And we have the cable that connects both analog sticks together. We'll unplug. Let's go ahead and unscrew. This is the left analog stick. And there is one more cable that I have to remove. This should come off just like that. It's not. Something's holding it down. There it is. It's like that. Actually, on this other one, I didn't need to unplug this one. This was the speaker. Plug that back in. Again, same thing, fully modular analog stick. Thumbs up, high repairability, very good. I like it, good job ASUS. This is the RGB light right here, and that's the ring for it. Again, modular. That's another thumbs up for you guys. The repairability for this seems for now very good. And that's the cable for it. So if you are trying to replace the RGB lights, you would have to remove the thumbstick and then replace this component. Not that hard. Let's take a look at the cooling system. I think for us to look at the cooling system, we do have to remove the battery. So let's start removing this battery and see what this battery is comprised of. So we'll remove the screws here on the right, another screw on the left, and then another screw on top. That's a long screw. Makes sense, these screws go through the fan, it seems. Should it lift up? Yep, it lifts up. Modular. Wow, very easy to replace. Good job, ASUS. So I'm not sure the size capacity of this battery. I'm not gonna go ahead and remove it or remove the silver. I'll just keep it on, but it does say do not disassemble, so I won't bother with it. But good job. Easy to remove, easy to install a new one. This is the fan. We're gonna go ahead and start removing the fan from the left side, and then we'll remove the screws here on the right side. And now we'll have to find out where those fan cables are as well. It is held by some tape at the very top. So if you watch my unboxing video, you would know that I got this actually for free from one of our customers to gift it to me, and I don't want to ruin it. I want to make sure I put it back the way it was. Okay. And there is a cable right there for the fan, and another cable down here, and unplug. This cable right here seems to be the cable leading from the screen to the motherboard, and this right here is CPU. That's the heatsink. There's nothing underneath there, so that's pretty much it. These are the speakers, the right and left speakers. This is the cable that leads from the screen to the motherboard. Now I guess if you did want to do a screen replacement, you would have to remove this motherboard, remove these buttons, unplug this, and you would have to start prying off the screen. I'm going to make that assumption, unless if it's a, yeah, it looks like you do. If I'm wrong, please correct me down below. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this disassembly. I'm gonna go put everything back together here and test it out, make sure it's still working. And if you did want to replace your SSD, it may be a little difficult getting that angle if the battery is in. So maybe removing the battery would give you a better angle to remove. If you still couldn't, I'd probably recommend removing this right fan, depending on the orientation that you're looking at this, or this left fan. So let's put back this battery. Okay, now that the battery is in place, we'll screw in these screws. Now, in terms of repairability, we've worked on tons of devices. Every day we work on quite a few devices, quite a lot. Even while we were recording this one, we worked on like maybe 3 devices in between. So we have decent experience in repairs. And let me tell you one thing here. So for now, this ROG Ally, the repairability is a straight 9 out of 10. I really enjoy repairing this, and every component on this device is pretty much modular. And what that means to you is you can pretty much swap out with new parts, which is good for you. We always want to own devices that we could repair ourselves and not board work such as higher complicated repairs. So that's good for ASUS for creating a product like this. They definitely have my respect on that, and hopefully they can continue making more parts like this. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and reinsert this cable through that slit. Go ahead and plug this cable in. This is the RGB cable that we've figured out together. And then we'll plug in this cable. Close that tab. Now let's work on the right side. This side will be a bit easier. Plug in this cable in place. Let's screw in some of these screws in. And we're screwing this cable in, and that is it. Let's plug in the battery cable, and then we'll slide that cover back on. We'll put this guy on, just like that. Everything seems to be plugged in and in place as expected. We'll close it back up. Nice, it clicks in nicely as expected. Back to these very long screws. This just tells you how thick this gaming console is. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed this disassembly of this ROG Ally. It was pretty easy, and if you are planning on doing any repairs or upgrades on this, very repairable, 9 out of 10. So I am hoping for the next ROG Xbox version, or the ASUS ROG Xbox version, to be as good as this. I am excited, so can't wait to see that. And when it does launch, we are gonna get one of those, and we'll do an unboxing video, and also we'll do another disassembly on the Xbox, the ROG one. So if you guys enjoyed this video, or if it was helpful for you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know down below what you're repairing and why you're disassembling it. We'll see you guys on the next one.